Hello everyone. Today we are doing a question from CSIR Net June 2019. The question is from part B and therefore carries 3 marks. Let us read the question. Let Gn of x is equals to nx by 1 plus n square x square where x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity. Which of the following is true as n tends to infinity? So we have Gn of x is equal to nx by 1 plus n square x square where x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity. Now we have to determine that which will be true among the given options. First option is Gn converges to 0 pointwise but not uniformly. Option 2 is Gn converges to 0 uniformly. Option 3 is Gn of x converges to x for all x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity, and last option is Gn of x converges to x by 1 plus x square for all x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity. So now what is limit n tends to infinity Gn of x? So this is equal to limit n tends to infinity nx by 1 plus n square x square. Clearly, as n tends to infinity, the limit is equal to 0. So we have Gn converges to 0. But this convergence till now is pointwise convergence. And we do not know whether this convergence is uniform or not. But one thing which we know is Gn is converging to 0. And therefore, option 3 and option 4 cannot be true. Now we have to determine whether Gn converges to 0 uniformly or just pointwise. So for this we will be using a theorem. The theorem is, suppose limit n tends to infinity fn of x is equal to f of x for all x belongs to E. Put mn is equals to supremum over x belongs to E mod fn of x minus f of x. Then Fn converges to f uniformly if and only if Mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. So this theorem says that if we know what is the pointwise limit of the sequence of functions, that is if we know that Fn converges to some f for all x belongs to E, the domain which we have been given, then to determine whether Fn converges to f uniformly, put Mn is equals to supremum over x belongs to E mod Fn of x minus f of x. After determining what is Mn, check whether Mn converges to 0 or Mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity or not. If Mn is tending towards 0 as n tends to infinity, this will be possible if and only if Fn converges to f uniformly for all x belongs to E, that is on this domain E. So we can use this theorem here because we know that Gn converges to 0, that is limit n tends to infinity Gn of x is equal to 0. So we have our g of x is equal to 0 for all x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity. So we can put Mn is equal to supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity mod Gn of x minus g of x, and this is equal to supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity mod nx by 1 plus n square x square minus 0. So this. Then the theorem says that if Mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, this will be possible if and only if Gn converges to 0 uniformly. That is, if we are able to determine what is the limit at which Mn is converging as n is tending to infinity, if the limit is equal to 0, then the convergence of Gn will be uniform convergence. So for this, now we have to determine what is Mn. So Mn is equal to supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity mod nx by 1 plus n square x square. We have to determine whether Mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity or not. So for this, we have to evaluate first of all what is Mn. So it is supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity mod nx by 1 plus n square x square. So now first of all we have to determine the supremum of this function on the closed interval 0 open infinity. So consider nx by 1 plus n square x square. Now we have to determine what is the supremum of this function in the interval closed interval 0 open infinity. So for that, first of all we will find the first derivative of this function. To find the values, the possible values of x at which we can find the maximum, and then we will find the second derivative of this function to determine whether the points which we have got after evaluating first derivative equals to 0 are the points of maximum or minimum. So let us start. First of all, we will be finding the first derivative. So let us denote this by say f of x. Okay. So f dash of x is equal to d by dx of nx by 1 plus n square x square, and this is equal to, by quotient rule, derivative of numerator into denominator minus derivative of denominator, so 2n square x into numerator divided by denominator square, so 1 plus n square x square whole square. Now we have to simplify this. This is equal to n plus n cube x square minus 2n cube x square by 1 plus n square x square whole square, and this is equal to n minus n cube x square divided by 1 plus n square x square whole square. So when we will equate f dash of x equal to 0, we will be having n minus n cube x square by 1 plus n square x square whole square equal to 0, and this gives n into or we can say n minus n cube x square equal to 0. This implies n into 1 minus n square x square equal to 0. As n is natural number, it can never be equal to 0. Therefore, we have 1 minus n square x square equal to 0. Now using a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b, this can be written as 1 minus nx into 1 plus nx equal to 0, and this gives x is equal to either 1 by n or x is equals to minus 1 by n. We have been finding supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity. So we have our x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity, and therefore x belongs to minus 1 by n can be discarded, and we have to find whether x is equals to 1 by n is the point at which the function is attaining supremum or not. So now we will be evaluating second derivative. Second derivative is equal to f double dash of x is equal to d by dx of first derivative, which is equal to n minus n cube x square by 1 plus n square x square whole square, and this is equal to, again by quotient rule, we will be having, after simplifying d by I am writing the final answer only. After simplifying, we will be having minus 6n cube x plus 2n raised to 5 x cube divided by 1 plus n square x square whole cube. So this is the second derivative we have obtained. Now we have to evaluate whether at x is equals to 1 by n, the function is attaining its maximum or not. So for that, f double dash of 1 by n is equal to minus 6n cube into 1 by n plus 2n raised to 5 into 1 by n cube divided by 1 plus n square into 1 by n square whole cube. This is equal to minus 6n square plus 2n square by n square gets cancelled, 2 cube. So this is 8. And this is equal to minus 4n square by 8, which is equals to minus n square by 2. Now clearly n square will be always positive. So n square by 8 will be also always positive, and therefore minus n square by 8 is always negative. So it is less than 0, and therefore we will be getting the supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 infinity of nx by 1 plus n square x square at x is equals to 1 by n. So we have to substitute x is equals to 1 by n to find whether we are getting the supremum, to find the value of supremum. We know that at x is equals to 1 by n we will be getting the supremum because we found the possible value of x by evaluating f dash of x is equals to 0. Then we got x is equals to 1 by n. Now to find whether we are having maximum at this point or not, we evaluated f double dash of x and we found f double dash of 1 by n is less than 0, and therefore we will be having maximum, or we can say supremum, at x is equal to 1 by n. So now we have to substitute x is equals to 1 by n in mn. So therefore mn, which is equal to supremum over x belongs to closed interval 0 open infinity mod nx by 1 plus n square x square is equal to n into 1 by n by 1 plus n square into 1 by n square, that is 1 by 1 plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. So we are having mn is equal to 1 by 2. So basically sequence mn is a constant sequence half. Now as n tends to infinity, clearly mn tends to 1 by 2. The theorem was, if mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, if and only if fn converges to f uniformly. But here we are having mn tending to 1 by 2 as n tends to infinity. So this will imply that our sequence was sequence gn. So gn converges to 0 but not uniformly. So we have nx by 1 plus n square x square converging to 0 but not uniformly. So the convergence is only pointwise convergence. It is not uniform convergence, and therefore first option is the correct answer. Thank you.